What's happening, party people? It's your boy Crazy Crack House, back at you with another cop. Today I have a shoe that I'm very pleased to go over. I actually went over to my little hood spot because the Rebellion didn't release on Sneakers app. They only sent them to mom and pop shops. And my mom and pop shops all turned into resellers the whole pandemic. They've been eating. They've been doing prices higher than stock X on, regular drops. So I got the phone call. I was very, very shocked that this shoe was going retail in their store. So I actually said, to hell with it. I hopped in the whip, made the trip over there, and lo and behold, they were doing every pair of retail. I was like, and they had plenty because the word didn't get out that they had that many. By the time I got there was a line. At first, I sit in the car and chill. It was only 15 people. And I saw everybody coming out with the red X on their box. And I was like, maybe I'll get in and get me a pair. Maybe, it was true. So I want to go over the shoe with you. And let's take a look at it. You're going to take a look at it with me. I'm also going to pop out my original band as well. Let's go over the shoe. This is the Air Jordan 1 Rebellion. I think the box is very, very nice. Very, very nice box all the way around. Everything they did with this box. I think it's fitting for the shoe itself. And, they got incredible paper in the shoe. It's like a hologram or of the shoe itself. And you're seeing this shoe with me. I only popped it out in the store just to, so I can get me a quick glance at it. And I was very impressed with it, regardless. I really wanted it. I did take my stabs online. I was unsuccessful. So when I found out that they was going to do this with the mom and pops, I said, hey, man, might as well take a stab. I think this shoe is very well made. The quality of leather on it, the penmanship that actually went into making the shoe and the process is very well. I've seen quite a few guys, do, vids on the shoe and on foot. I don't do on foot, but I will tell you the really real on the shoe when it's in my hand. I think that the quality of this shoe is impeccable, and I don't think for no reason, bar to the far imagination, the inside quilting is not Zoom Air. I would really say it's comparable, but it's not Zoom Air. It's like a quilted pad, ankle waist. Like when you put your ankle part in there, your ankle support. The padding is very good. I think they did hit it on the head with the shoe itself. Look at the toe box, and all the inscriptions are actually meant for Michael Jordan defying the NBA by actually introducing this shoe, which really was the pro ship, which didn't release in America. And I really want that shoe bad as hell. I just don't want to lay out there over $500 for it. But if it tilts to $400, I will pull the trigger if it's there, because I do own the entire band collection. I am going to do a video on it. And I wanted to actually, along with this shoe, I have the original band. And I don't know if there's a lot of people out there still have this shoe, or this is one of my favorite shoes. I've only worn it, I think I've had it on my feet twice, since I've owned it. This is the original band. And this shoe here, I don't know how many people have actually seen this shoe, like in hand, personally. You can say what you want to say about this shoe. Hands down, this is, and I will fight, argue, take it to the bank with anybody who wants to, the best OG1 leather-wise out of any OG1 ever made. If you do your research on this shoe, and I'm really serious about that. The leather on this shoe is the same leather they put in high-end Ferraris. This guy and this shoe was made. This combination was made from an auto guy, And when he actually did this shoe was done from the leather of the car seats, the same in Italian leather that they put in the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis and all the $1 million cars. This shoe is really, really made of that. And if you touch it, if you put it on your feet, you'll understand what I'm saying. This is not a shoe that I'm going to wear. Like I said, I only wore it one time. I think I may have purchased this shoe back in 2017 or 2018. So, I'm really behind. The 2 years of the pandemic really put me behind on shoes. But this shoe here is probably the best quality Air Jordan 1. And I don't care about any other shoe that's made. It's the leather they made this shoe with. It's incredible. And people hated on this shoe. This shoe sit for a long time, man. Before people started grabbing them up, nobody touched this shoe. I personally wish I should have bought 2 pairs because I had the opportunity. But, being that I only normally wear a shoe once a year, it's the same thing. But when you compare these 2 shoes, and I do have, like I said, I have the entire band family, and I am going to be doing a video on the entire band family, but, the shoe itself, and I do have both of them. So let's put these shoes together and compare them, and compare the quality. This shoe here has nothing on the quality of leather they spent making this shoe. And that's what a lot of people didn't say. They looked at the picture of it, but they never touched it. If you touch this shoe, you would buy it immediately just because of the leather that's on it. This shoe here is made very well because, of the tumble leather. Number one, that is really, really good tumble leather that they put in the shoe. The inscriptions that are on the shoe, and that's what really make the shoe up. But when you really think about it, Jordan's a Jordan. But when you look at the tongue on this shoe and the tongue on that shoe, it's a total difference. It's a total difference on the tongue. It's a total difference on, look at the leather and, what they made this tongue out of. This is probably, hands down my favorite OG1 out of all my OG1s. And I have 40 or 50 pair, I think, somewhere around in there. I might have 60. But, number 1 and number 3 is all time my favorite shoes. And I believe that, because seriously thinking about it, when you look at these shoes and you look at the shoe itself, it's a very, very good quality shoe. And the band family and the band shoes, I love them. Like I said, I do own the entire family, and this is the only one that actually has been outside out of the entire family. So this summer I will be putting them to feet. And actually getting outside and doing something with them. It's just a remarkable shoe itself. And if you can get your hand on this Rebellion, I think you'll be very happy with it. I saw the lines. People were lining up for this shoe, man, and fighting and arguing and cutting line. And you know what? At the end of the day, man, I wouldn't do it. I ain't standing in no fucking line for nobody. I don't give a fuck unless they giving out $1 million checks. Then I'm in that line. But other than that, and that ain't gonna never happen, I stick to the real groovy woovy of it. But if you were thinking about this shoe and you're actually able to get it retail, it's above $300. You're toward the $400 range for it. But if you are able to get it at retail, and like I said, some of these mom and pop stores still have them. People didn't come in and get them. People were looking for the 13 and not this shoe. Like when I went there, nobody wanted this shoe really. But they had a stack of them, so I know eventually they're gonna be gone. Once the word get out. But it's a very good quality shoe, and that's really what matter. I give you another spin on them. Like I say, I love every band shoe, and I try to get my hands on every one, and I will get the pro ship eventually. I may break down and say the hell with it, but at the end of the day, this is the shoe. If you really was thinking about it, some people say it's ugly. The hell with them. Thank you. I'm glad I got a pair. And, you can move on from it. But at the end of the day, love the ones that love you. Stay in your lane. You'll always be safe. Peace.